Guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the Success Series. Welcome back. This is season 2, and we're going to kick it off the right way. We still doing the nuggets. We still doing the books. We still providing the knowledge in order for you to apply it in order to change lives, guys. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. I just recently got done with this amazing book. And the book is really about perseverance, right? It's about getting through those struggles, even when everyone in the room stops clapping for you, even when your boss stops telling you you're doing a good job, even when your family doesn't believe in your dream, right? And this book is called 3 Feet from Gold. It's by Sharon Lechter and Reid. And guys, this book is amazing. And from this book, I'm going to give you guys a story, right? And then from that story, we're going to derive a success equation, right? The equation that's given in the book. And this is golden. It's golden, right? So let's hop into the story. So in the beginning of the book, it goes about telling the story about a miner, right? Who had gold rush fever. He went out west, purchased a mine, and he began mining in order to get rich, right? The miner then strikes an ore of gold, and he didn't have the mining equipment at the time, so what he did was he covered it up. He went back home to tell his family. They all pulled together some money in order to extract it out of the ground. And once the money was pulled together, he went back west, went back to the mine, got the equipment, and started extracting the ore. Once he sent the ore off, he was told that this was one of the richest ores in that area, right? And if he could keep doing this, he would definitely be a millionaire. But one thing happened, right? What happened was the vein disappeared very quickly. In fact, it disappeared before he was even able to repay his debts for buying the mining equipment, right? So without anything else, without doing anything else, he said, you know what, I'm done, I quit. He ends up selling the mine to another person, right? Now, the person that he sold the mine to was not a dumb person, right? So what that person did was he went and hired a mining engineer, right? And he sought counsel from that person in order to learn or find out what to do next, right? The mining engineer told the guy, he said, if you back up your mining equipment 3 feet and start digging straight down, you will hit the vein. What the original person didn't know was the vein was not running left to right. It was running up and down. And so because of that, he only hit a sliver and he went right through. And that's why he thought the ore had magically evaporated, right? Now, from that story, we can derive a lot of things. But I want to give you guys this equation because this success equation can literally change your life, and it can put you in a position where it's a lot easier to persevere if you have the components that make up this equation, right? So here's the equation. Passion plus talent times action times association plus faith equals success. I'm going to say it one more time for you. Passion plus talent times action times association plus faith equals success. Now, guys, let's pull out from that story. Let's pull out the things that the second individual had, right? 1, passion. The second individual was passionate about mining, right? It wasn't something that he saw on TV. It wasn't something that he saw on social media, right? Of course, they didn't have these things back in the day, right? But I'm trying to modernize it, right? Of course, he didn't see somebody else doing it, and he was like, "Ooh, they doing good, so let me try to do it." No, this person was already passionate about mining, right? That was already something he was thinking about. That was also already something he was dreaming about, right? No one had to come to him and try to sell mining to him. He was already sold on it from jump. So that's the first part he already had, right? Number two, talent. This man already was a blue collar worker, right? He was familiar with working with machinery, right? So the machinery that he bought from the original owner, he was already familiar with how to work with it, right? That was one of his talents, his gifts, right? Talent. The third thing, action. When presented with the opportunity, he did not wait, right? He did not miss his opportunity. He jumped on the opportunity immediately and bought the equipment. And then, right, and this is going to go into the next one as well, and then he sought counsel from the mining engineer, right? And the next one is association. Association is being able to have people that you can reach out to who are experts in one thing or another that can help you to give you knowledge that you can leverage in order to get to where you need to be. Right? This man was not an expert in gold veins, in geography, in knowing where to mine. But unlike his predecessor, he went and sought counsel from an expert in that field. And because of that, right, he was able to not only hit the ore and get the whole entire vein and become a millionaire, right, but he was able to keep doing that because he kept seeking counsel, right? A lot of times, this part of the equation is what people miss out on because we aren't humble enough to be able to reach out and say, "Hey, can you help me with this?" Or we believe that if we reach out and ask someone, they're going to try to steal our ideas, right? They're going to try to backstab us. And this is where a lot of people fall off in the equation. But this part right here is so important because there are so many things in life that we don't have the answer to, right? I wouldn't go to my mother and ask her, "How do I build a spaceship?" Because she's not a rocket engineer, right? She may have her opinions, right? But she is not an expert, so she cannot give me counsel, right? And I keep using the word counsel, guys, because you need to seek counsel and not opinions. When you seek opinions, you're seeking it from people who are uninformed, right? Or even if you claim you're informed, you may not be a master in your field. I want to seek counsel so that I can get the best answers. And that's why we go to the masters in our field. That's why we go to the people who have clout in the game, right? And then the last piece is faith. You have to believe that what you're doing is right. And honestly, guys, it honestly goes past belief, right? You have to know it. You have to know it without a doubt. Because when you say believe, right, I believe, there is still, in that statement, there is still room for doubt. It is. It's just not concrete, right? I believe. I believe it won't rain today. You know, I believe it won't, but it still kind of could. But if you know, okay, no, I know it's not going to rain, right? So we need to get to a point where we know what we're doing, right, is on the right path, on the right track. And if you have these things, guys, you can get to a place where Even if people stop clapping, even if you stop getting the recognition, even if it's taking longer than you thought it's going to take, right? You have passion. You have talent. You are taking action. You have the right associations, right? You're seeking counsel from those associations, right? And then leveraging that knowledge in order to help you. And then bro, I know this gonna change the world. I know what I'm doing is right. Right? This is how we get to success in whatever we want. Right? And it's important to have these things because most people in life, guys, they mess up from jump because they're in a place where they're not even passionate about. How many of you right now are working at a job or doing something right now that you're not passionate about? But it's providing so you can have money to eat, to do what you want to do, right? To go on your leisure vacations, things of that nature. But every time you go into work, you hate it. Like literally just thinking about work changes your mood for the worst. I'm not telling people to go quit their jobs, right? Because we still need a source of income. But what I am saying is maybe you need to start taking some actions, right? That are going to point you in a direction where maybe a year, 2, 3, 4 years down the line, you can get to a place that you're passionate about and still be making good money, right? So you can live the lifestyle that you're currently living or living better. Because stress is real, right? And being in an environment like that is detrimental to your health and is detrimental to your relationships. Because when you have a bad day at work, most people can't leave that at the door when they leave, right? They take it with them and they take it home. And now you take it home to your spouse, your significant other, your children, right? And they pick up on these things. But how much better could it be if you were in a place that you were passionate about and you were joyful every day to go there? And it even gets to the point where, man, this is really doesn't even feel like work anymore. That's where we need to be. We need to be in those places, guys. Right? We need to be in success. We need to be in success. I'm going to give you the equation again. And if you haven't written it down, I really need you to write it down. And I really need you to take time and really deeply think about where you are in life right now and where you want to be, right? I don't need you to think about all the stuff that's going to get in your way, right? I don't need you to think about the obstacles. I need you to think about, this is what I want. This is what it's going to take. And then I need you to break it down. And I need you to start checking off boxes. Here's the equation again, guys. Passion plus talent times action times association plus faith. That's what equals success. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. And remember, we're acquiring the knowledge in order to apply the knowledge in order to change our lives, guys. And we're trying to change our lives for the better. Thank you, and welcome to the Success Series.